Okay, this is the dumbest video idea I've ever had. Today we're gonna let Max shop for plants. So we're gonna see what does the dobe choose. I can't believe I'm sharing my screen. I feel like I'm back in uni. Anyways, so the way we're gonna be doing this is I've got these two treats. You might be familiar. I'm gonna do this one equals one plant, this one equals another plant, and then he's gonna choose. Okay, so because I'm broke, we're gonna stick to one shop for this video, just because we have a limited budget. And I was thinking of plants that I really want, and they just so happen to be on Fuzzy Roots pre-orders. What are we looking at? Local stock. Local stock. They've also got local stock in stock. So if you're not keen on the pre-ordered stuff, they have got stuff in stock. Stock in stock. But I think today should we look at all of them? I'm gonna be honest, after all my anthurium bashing, I came here for anthuriums. I did. That's how it works. You bash plants and then it's only a matter of time. I think the way we're gonna do this, I'm gonna go through and choose some plants that I think I'll be interested in, put them, add to basket, and then I'm gonna do like an A/B thing. So I'm gonna break up these treats into smaller pieces, and then I'm gonna have to set up a camera somewhere so that you can see which one dobe chooses, so I'm not cheating. Let's look at allocations. You might be able to see dobe in the background. That was not intentional. I'm trying to keep him out of the shot right now because he's chewing my duvet. This is interesting. I really like some of these. Alocasia bambino. I like the pink on the bambino, but I just hate the bambino by itself. I've had it before. I think I killed one. Either I killed it or I gave it to my sister. I'm not sure. One of those. Something happened. Oh, Amazonica pink. Oh, we're also trying to stay in budget. I forgot to mention that. The budget is 1.5. So we're gonna try to stay in that. Okay, we have alocasia black satin bone. That looks interesting. That looks interesting. Alocasia black satin pink bone. Let me look that up. That's something I haven't heard of. Black satin pink bone. This one maybe? Not a lot of results for this one. You know what? It's giving me the vibes of that longer lobe pink thingy, but like smaller. I don't know. Maybe that one's just not widely available right now. Bit of a niche one. But that one does look cool. I won't lie. See, bambino. It's like a stunted version of the Amazonica. Like, why would anyone want the stunted version? Gargayana aurea. Gargayana gets big. That's a good one if you want something that's gonna get bug. Macaritza. Max, you have to wait. It's not that part of the video yet. We're still choosing plants. Yeah. We're still choosing plants. Don't give me eyes. Oh, there it is. Longaloba purple. You know what? I'll wait for the price to come down on that one. I'm waiting for it. Okay, what do we got? Bisma. Nebula. Oh, I've got one of those, I think. I've got Nebula. What else do we got? Maharani Albo. Anyone have a donation of 3,500? Okay, nothing we're super keen on. The Longaloba purple is the only one that really caught my eye. What's this? Alocasia Ninja Aurea mutation. Let's do fried egg. You know what? I might even take those alocasias off the list because right now it's winter and I feel that. I'm wearing a jersey inside. Now we're looking at begonias because Thank you. Thank you. Do you want to see him get Dupo? Thank you. Let's look at begonias. Let's look at canes. I like cane begonias. What's that? So here we have some cool canes. Begonia Ichiensis. Is that B or an E? I think it's a B. Begonia Ichiensis. What's that? What is that? Let's look that up. Ichiensis. Oh, but this is Batchy. Is that a B or an E? I'm losing my mind. No, that's a B. That's a B. Batchiensis kind of reminds me of like Metallica. That is nice. That is nice. Batchiensis. I'll add it to the list. Let's. You need to be patient. You need to be patient. Begonia Bartonia. Begonia Bartonia. That could be a cool one. Does it look small? Do we like a small begonia? Looks less impressive, like a bush, in a bush. I think it's those small cluster leaves. Burkillii Silver Edge. I've got Burkillii, the normal one. Burkillii Silver Edge. Should we add it to the list? No, let's get something new. But I said we were going to stick to the canes. I did. So let's try and stick to the canes. What's de Castillon? Kurt de Castillon. Probably saying that. Ooh, it's silver. Kurt de Castillon. I know I'm butchering that. I'm not French. You know, I'm adding Kurt de Castillon, but that's not a. It's not a cane, but it looks really cool. I think Kurt de Castillon looks cool. I mean, imagine this one big. Probably does get big. I'm putting it on the list. I like it. Dancing girl. I think. I mean, we've already got 2 begonias, but we're gonna do some Xing at the last moment. It's impossible to like just scroll through and choose like one. That's just not happening. There's Druggy again. Druggy back at the scene of the crime. They've got Ginny and Galaxy, but no Ginny Galaxy. This one's cute. Begonia Duranel by Riberer. Hatco Silver, that's a cool one. I would take the Cote de Castillon over that. If we're talking about silver begonias, I'm taking hairy leaves. Grey shellfish, brown shellfish. I do like the look of those, but it's also screaming powdery mildew. Yeah, I've been dealing with powdery mildew on my Sinbad. My Sinbad that was doing so well, and then also I got it on the Don Miller. Powdery. Well, I think I got straight up mold on the Don Miller, and that's the problem I run into in winter. I bring the temperature sensitive begonias inside, and then they get mold. These are interesting. Begonia Hughesii. I like the look of that. There's not a lot of photos of this one. It's cute. It's cute. Oh, is that Lycanora? No. I want Lycanora, but I'm scared. I'm scared of Lycanora, but I do want one. It's a terrarium one, I think, Lycanora. I've never seen anyone growing those in non-terrarium conditions. I think we're gonna add Irongea. See, I like this. Look at that. And it's a cane. It's a cane, it checks that box. Irian Jaya. Oh, look at this photo. I like it. I like it. Kiwi, leopard, kingiana. Ah, here we are. The red berries. Red berry cream white. Red berry dark pink, pink cream, pink milk, purple. I think depending, oh, and then there's this one that looks also the same. I bought 2 of these and they were both labeled as red berry pink, but I mean they look slightly different, so I don't know. I figure depending on the conditions you grow them in, they might start looking a little different and then you forget. Well, unless you've tagged it, you might forget what it is, but I think it's easy to get those mixed up. Which is why I bought a second one, because I convinced myself that it wasn't the same, because it looked different. So I'll have to grow those out and see. Snowcap, that's a nice one. Some of these look very similar to just like Immaculata. Let's skip. Vietnam. We have a Vietnam. We're staying away from the non-canes. Ooh, what's that? Begonia U508? I need to look that up. Not as silver. U508 Cote de Castillon. Now I'm confused. Unless Cote de Castillon is like the silver version of U508. Am I spreading misinformation? I have no idea. I do like the look of white ice. I just wonder, is it too close to anything I have? Possibly. White ice. I like it, but not enough. Let's get to business. Okay. These are seedlings. So if you're not comfortable with growing seedlings, I'd suggest practicing on something else maybe. I've grown seedlings a couple times, but I'm pretty confident. Guniala by Carla Blackier. That's very dark. I can appreciate a Carla Blackier, but I don't get the hype. And neither does Dobe, I think. Do you get the hype? He doesn't care. He said, give me the treats or get out. First one, we're gonna add red crystal NSC. Anyone who's been wanting that, here's your chance. Red crystal NSC. Oh, we've got PAP X1 by RDVP. That's Red Vein Dark Phoenix. And GG by Warcrianum. I wonder how that would look. More colors. Colors are just dark crystallinums. Am I wrong? Who's gonna tell me I'm wrong? I just get one. Why do you need 5 colors? And these are parents, so the seedling you'll get might not look like an exact version of the parent. Obviously, one parent's genes will be stronger than the others, maybe. It's kind of like you grow it out and you see exactly what it looks like. Seedling Paplong. All these different types of paps. I wonder what the South African pap is called. Where did our pap even come from? Question mark. Collars. Seedling collar Ace of Spades by Pap. Rolf Lyman Fort Sherman, is that what that means? RLFS. I have to assume that means Rolf Lyman Fort Sherman. I A lot of cool things. Dresslery Eastern Panama. Dresslery Eastern Panama. Let me see what that looks like actually. That's very dark. That's very, very dark. Dresslery Eastern Panama. Dude, if I could have one of those. By RA5 Dusty. I'm talking about this one. Looks very nice. I want it. Let's put that in. That's very nice. You know what I do want? I want a Lux by Queen. As does everyone else. As does everyone else. I'm in a long line of people. Michelle Purple by Crystal Select. That's interesting. That is interesting. And then we have Luxuriant CF by Luxuriant CF. What the hell is that? What's a Luxuriant CF? You know, I need to check that out. Pretty sure it's just showing me Luxurians. We will look that up later. Oh, this is cute. Anthurium Crystal Select Large 53 by Angela by Zara. What? Okay, so this is Crystal Select Large by Angela. Who's Angela? By Zara 2929. I'm guessing it's that specific specimen. By they mean Crystallinum Select, I'm guessing that's just that plant. I have been wanting a red Crystallinum. You know what? I want to let's do versus. Who else has a red crystal? Doc Block. Oh, that might be purple. Is Michelle purple? Nah, that's more of a red. Or Doc Block's got his own red crystal. Who that is? Let's check Reddit. That's the source. The source. This one's Zara. Okay, that one's Zara. Tazula, Necromancer, Dreamweaver. I'm guessing that's also Tazula. Oh, yeah. Tazula round form, NSC. So you can't really judge because they're all at different stages of growth. You know? Michelle's pretty red. Look how happy he is. Little Doc Block. Happy chappy. See? Ooh, I like that. I like that. My question is, if you had to choose like NSC's red crystal versus Doc Block's red crystal, I don't know. And then Tazula's got their own red crystal. I like the shape of Tazula's one. I do. Yeah. I don't really know these like the back of my hand. I still need to like look them up because I get confused. I do. That's Doc Block, Sarah Michelle. I think red. So NSC seems to have more of like a chocolatey tone to the emergent. Like it probably starts out really red and then goes down to chocolate, and then other emergents it just goes like red to deep red to like a dark green. Dobe is waiting so patiently for his treats. Shout out to Dobe. Not happy though. Ooh. And oh, there's Tazula. Red Crystal Dark Block by Anthurium Select. Or Red Crystal Tazula by Red Crystal Dark Block. Now there's the question. Let's add it. This looks interesting. Luxuriance by Red Vein Dark Phoenix. Should we add it to the list? I'm not even keeping track. Ooh, Michelle 60 by Michelle 60. Oh my god, Ace of Spades. We gotta. We got Ace of Spades. We want Dressleri Eastern Panama. That's the dark one. More colors. More colors. Okay, a TC, we've scrolled too far. Okay, is there anything else we would look at? We looked at begonia. Scadapsus maybe. Now that we're in the cart and we've realized that we've gone way over, let's take some things out. Okay, what should we take out? We have to leave the King of Spades exactly where it is. Let's take out this guy and that guy. Let's round it to 2 anthuriums. We're gonna do 2 anthuriums, 2 begonias, 2 alocasias. Let's take out the alocasias because they're in TC and we'd have to do TC acclimation. Let's do it. I've done it before. It's not impossible, but like, I still feel like a dog. If we had to choose between, oh, I just took out that one. I think Batchians. I'm keeping Cota Castillon, and because we have a lot of pink begonia, I think I'm gonna take this guy out. The U something. Okay, now we've got two anthurium, 2 begonias. We need a third duo. We're gonna do another anthurium duo. SP Napa by NSC Portier. NSC Portier is the Alcylid Hillbilly. I don't know. Let's choose between Dark Gunayala, which to my understanding is like a type of pap. Black Velvet Eastern Panama. Formerly, so BVEP is like the old name of Anthurium. Okay, this nursery is a bit delayed. So it's between that and Dark Gunayala by Eastern Dress, because the Dark Gunayala is the mother in both of these. So who's gonna make it darker? I think Eastern Dress is gonna make it darker. Okay, we've got those 2. Okay, we've got our selection and dobe left. Let's start with the begonias because that's what we started with. We have begonia Iriangea, nice one, and begonia Côte de Castillon. Butchering that, but it's French, who cares? Let's make Côte de Castillon white and let's make Iriangea black. Côte de Castillon, Iriangea. Remember that. We're doing Côte de Castillon. Côte de Castillon! Let's do Côte de Castillon. Let's take Iriangea out. I low-key want my odds of having a King of Spades be higher. So instead of the 2 last ones we chose, I'm gonna split up and I'm gonna do King of Spades versus GG by Warkianum and then the NSC Red Crystal by the Eastern Dress one. Bro. Next one is Anthurium NSC Red Crystal by NSC Red Crystal versus the Dark Gunayala by Eastern Dress. We'll make NSC Red Crystal black and Dark Gunayala white. Remember that. Oh, that was the white. Oh, that's Eastern Dress. No. No. Chose the wrong one. Oh, okay. We have to stick with it. We have to stick with it. No NSC for you. No NSC for me, maybe another time. Let's do our last one. Anthurium GG by Warwickrianum. Let's make that black. And Anthurium King of Spades. Let's make that white. Remember that because it just left my mind. What did we say? King of Spades white, GG black. Oh, my in frame. Choose. He's looking at the white one. He's okay. Oh yes, we have a King of Spades. Okay, we take GG out. That's very good. Was that fun? Oh, I should have cheated. I should have cheated. Okay, in our cart we have Anthurium Dark Guniala by Eastern Dress, the dark one. And then we have King of Spades by King of Spades. Thank Jesus. Thank Jesus. Dobe chose right. And then we have Begonia to Castillon, the silver one. I'm happy with that. We should not film this next part. Okay, so update. I made the, I placed the order, but I completely forgot about their pre-order protocol. Which is that you do like 50% of the order through and then you pay the remaining after the plants arrive in the country. I completely forgot that because I'm filming, so I think I'll get into contact with them and see if I can just leave it that way. So when you check out, if you're doing pre-orders, don't do what I just did. That was the video, don't buy me plants, but technically not because he doesn't have any money. If you want me to do something like this again, I think it's funny, so I would do it again, but like it's really annoying not being able to buy the one that you want. Maybe one day I'll get the red crystallinum NSC. It's out of my hands, but maybe it'll happen. Next video will be next Thursday, so subscribe if you want to see that. Okay, bye. Okay, this is the dumbest video idea I've ever had. But is it also genius? This whole video is gonna be me blowing my nose. Oh, my Bodhi, he's so good. Don't have a silver edge. Do we need both?